Sure, what is going on the Instagram here? Oh, here we go. Oh, it's you again. What's up, man?
Hello, it's me again.
Hey, it's you again. It's you again.
I'm from Lithuania.
Lithuania. Okay, what's up? Oh, we got two people in here. All right, go ahead and ask your question real quick from Lithuania, and then we'll get on to the next guy here.
With bottles, we do like charge 10 cents, and where's recycling path? Recycling path.
Yeah. So what's your question?
It means bottle is generated for every other bottle. And if you will create full from plastic, you would basically not clear over this oceans, these seas, but also make plastic more higher price because it will be less in inflation. This bottle could cost, like in Germany, it's costing now 30 cents. And this is happening right now. In Germany is the most plastic basic prices. In which country is the most? In which country we have seas with plastic? I'm just asking, like to know in which country we have a lot of plastic in seas.
It's in the ocean. It's in every country that's in the world. Our oceans are for everybody, so it doesn't matter what country you're in. There's plastic in the ocean everywhere. So no matter how you put it, it's never gonna hurt the planet to get the plastic out the ocean, no matter how you put it. And yeah, you say it may make the price of plastic go up, but I don't think that's true because it's actually gonna make even more plastic be produced. There's gonna be so much more of a supply, and there's already a big demand for plastic anyway. It's gonna make the price go down because if they're making way more plastic and there's no subsidies or negative subsidies to making plastic, there's gonna be so much. So yeah, that answers your question. Thank you. Let me get on to next guy here.
Yeah, I just had one question and a statement. I just wanted to say, I just think what you're doing is real, like, is good for the world because the world is literally, it's so much plastic waste out here, it's almost killing the world. And it's harmful to the nature. And
right.
The question I have is, when did you start and have the first idea to even, get into this?
It was when I was 18, right? Because what happened was I was in welding class, right? And at that point, I had seen those videos about the plastic in the ocean the size of Texas, the sea turtle that got the straw in its nose. And up to that point, I was like, okay, there's all this plastic. I can't do anything about it. Thank you, Dean, for the $50 on Cash App. I appreciate you, man. Said, please reach out to me. Send me an email, Dean, at business@naturejab.com. We'll get back to you. But, yeah, so it was always a matter of we saw this problem, but nobody's talking about how to solve it. They're just putting and they're making it seem like it's our fault, too. They tell us, oh, it's your fault there's plastic in the ocean because you're not recycling, because you're doing this. I'm like, okay, what's the solution? So I was in welding, and being in welding, I knew how to, of course, weld together metals. Gage Dollars with $1 on Cash App. I appreciate you, Gage Dollars, with the $1 on Cash App, man. Thank you so much. And thank you again, Dean, for the $50 donation on Cash App. It means so much to me, man. Thank you. So being welding class, learned how to weld, and I started to do research on how I can deal with plastic waste myself at home. Because I knew, as soon as I learned that they don't recycle our plastic and just throw it in the ocean or in landfills, when we put it in our recycle bin, I'm like, F this. Because not only are you going to blame us and say that we're the cause of ocean plastics when it's really you because you're greedy, but then you're going to lie to us and not actually recycle. Okay, I'm just going to do it myself. Tired of relying on companies, tired of relying on governments. They ain't doing anything. I'm going to do it myself. Knew how to weld, so I'm like, just look it up. Boom, put it together. First little reactor, put that together, and then I was like, how can I make this reactor better? Because now not only do I want to deal with my plastic, I want to deal with the world's plastic, because I believe the whole world deserves to be able to recycle. If we truly want to recycle, and we pay for it, it should truly be recycled. So I'm like, okay, we have to make this better for the whole world to want it. So then I got into the microwaves. That's the real key there. Got into the microwaves. And then getting into microwave pyrolysis, now it starts to just go from a backyard DIY dealing with your own plastic to now this can actually be something that changes the whole world, because with the microwaves it's so much more efficient. It works so much better that if the design of the reactor is proper, like I have innovated a design that is proper to be scalable on an industrial level. You said your phone died as soon as you started talking. Hey man, there's no coincidences in this world. That's all I'm saying. But I'm glad you're back in here. I'm still answering the question either way because it was a great question. So going back to that, once we figured out the microwaves and we came with the proper design that's scalable and industrial and continuous, at that point it's like, let's go. Because this is what the world needs. Of course the world needs this, man. Of course. You said the fields can be contained to limit harm. You talk about microwaves. He said, just curious on how your machine is more efficient than the companies already doing this. Listen, I would like to... Okay, so there are... Microwave pyrolysis has been around. But I have yet to find a company that is doing continuous industrial scale microwave pyrolysis of plastic waste. If you can find a company that does all of that, please send them to me because I've been looking for years myself on one because, of course, I want to understand what's in the market currently. I've yet to find that. You're saying there's people that already do it and what's different than theirs? I have yet to find a machine that does all of that. It's continuous, industrial level, microwave pyrolysis with plastic waste. Not tires, not food, not clothes, but plastic waste. All four of those things together. Because if there's already a company that does all those together, then I have a question to you. If they're already doing it and it works, why are we still at ocean plastics at this level, right? So that's my question. Anyways, let's let next people in. Let me let Giovanni in on the Discord. My boy Giovanni. For those of you that are not familiar, Giovanni is actually building his own reactor. He comes in here and asks questions. 1 second, Giovanni. Let me turn my speaker on. Power on. All right, Giovanni.
Hey, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good, man. How are you?
I'm all right myself. So today I came on live to ask you a question. You know, I was looking at your machine and the way your condenser is set up. You have, copper, and then you also have like a metal pipe, right? So your machine has you welded on, the female attachment to put the pipe on, and then it also has an attachment to lead to your condenser that's made out of copper. And I'm wondering, did you put that on there to reduce the amount of heat that got to the condenser since it's made out of copper, so it wouldn't melt the solder on it?
No, I only put that on there. Can you hear me? I only put that thread connector on there so that way I didn't have to make my whole plumbing out of copper because it's so expensive. Because I was able to transition from copper to just standard galvanized pipes or black iron pipes, which are way cheaper. That's the only reason I did that. If the whole setup was all copper pipes, it would literally be hundreds of dollars of pipes, if not thousands.
So, did you put into consideration that maybe the heat of the machine would end up eventually melting the solder on your condenser?
No, it doesn't get that hot. It won't do that.
It won't get that hot?
No, it doesn't get that hot because you have to remember when the vapors are going into the pipes, that's not the temperature of the machine. That's only the temperature of the vapors. And the vapors can only exist at a certain temperature. And that temperature is not even close to hot enough to melt solder.
Okay. And then my other question was, when you replace the oxygen in the tank with argon, do you have a valve on that to control, when it's going through and when it's not going through?
Yeah, there is a valve. It's called a regulator. It's built into the argon tank. It lets you control exactly how much you want to push in. I only push in enough to get all the oxygen out, and I do a little test. You let it run you always let it run longer than necessary, because you don't want to do this test and it's wrong. You let the argon push in, or whatever gas you use, push into the machine for I gave it at least 2 minutes at a pretty decent pressure. And then at the very end of your machine, where you have your output tube, you take a lighter and make sure you have a water bubble in your machine too, or some type of flashback arrestor before you do this. You take a lighter, you go to light that gas. If the flame goes out completely, then that means you pushed all the oxygen out. Now, this is why I say you need to have a flashback arrestor, because if that flame starts to travel back into your tube, go backwards, that means there's oxygen in there, and that means that if you don't have a flashback arrestor, your machine is about to explode, or at least a micro explosion is about to happen. So make sure your machine, after you have the condenser, you then put some type of tube full of steel wool or copper mesh or something that will catch a flame from stop it from going back into the machine and blowing stuff up.
Yeah, so yeah, I understand that. I know exactly what you're talking about. So thank you on that. And then I also want to mention that I did post some pictures of the condenser that I had made, and then also the pipe that I had assembled to the machine to the condenser.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna check that out, man. Cause you have it on your TikTok, right?
I do.
Okay, yeah, type something in the TikTok, and then I'll give you a follow so I can remember to check it out. Hey, man, I appreciate you for your questions. Thank you. Somebody said, can you explain what continuous means? You said, nice outfit. Thank you. Continuous means that the machine you can load plastic in while the machine is running. You don't have to turn the whole machine off just to put plastic in. All my machines up to this point, in order to put plastic in, you have to turn the machine completely off. So that's all continuous means pretty much. Yes, you can run it 24/7. You don't have to though, but just the fact that you're going to be able to load plastic in while it's running does boost the efficiency a ton. All right, we're going to let a few more people in for the night. United We Recycle. United We Recycle. I love that name, by the way. Thank you, Giovanni. What's up, Topaz? What's up, Emmanuel on Facebook? What's up, Eduardo on YouTube? Waffle, I'll answer your question next. What's up, man?
Oh, man. What's up, dog?
What's up? What's your question?
I've been following you like all month, man. The progress is so impressive, like how quickly you're developing all this. It's I mean, I know everyone's giving you lots of clout, but I just want to say, like, it's really inspiring. And the question is, do you have like a timeline on like when you plan on having the next machine running?
Well, Mark 4.5? Mark 4.5, I want it running within a month and a half. So pretty soon.
Are you gonna start working on another machine after that, or are you gonna just focus on like
Well,
maintaining?
we need to tune the Mark 4.5. Once you build the machine, there's a tuning process of running it and getting it up to par. Yeah. That takes about a month. Might be quicker since you guys are so generous and I'm able to do this full time, fortunately. But you got to tune it and you got to actually, of course, run it and see it work and stuff. But once Mark 4.5 is built, what's gonna happen is we're gonna start to do collabs. Like we're gonna be making a lot of fuel. We're gonna collab with like race cars and big semi trucks, and it's gonna be really cool, man. And we might even be able to make some little small rockets and stuff. We're gonna do a lot. And I believe that through all of that, just cool stuff we'll be doing, we're going to be able to raise the funds for Mark 5 while Mark 4.5 is, up to par, running, making the fuel and stuff. And then we start to build Mark 5. As soon as we get the funding necessary for Mark 5, it's right away because we ain't got time to wait,
Sounds like you got to figure it out, man. Do you have plans to move into like an industrial warehouse or anything at any point?
Mark 5 would definitely have to be in a warehouse. Mark 4.5 will not start in a warehouse. I would love it to be in one, but to start, we're gonna have to run it. I got some property, some land. I'm gonna have to run it off of generators because it's too dangerous to run in my parents' backyard like I used to run the rest of our machines.
Yeah, dude, that's what's up. Your company reminds me of this other startup that I follow called Glass Half Full. They started in their backyard with like one machine that they just bought is for recycling glass in New Orleans.
Mm-hmm. I heard of them.
Yeah, they started in their backyard, and now they pretty much like run the entire city's waste management, not just glass. It just it was really cool to see because it happened so fast, and there's a lot of people out there that want to help you. So we definitely just keep spreading the word, and you'll find that fit. You'll figure out who it is that you can help them. They can help you.
For sure, man.
The more people you talk to about it, the better chances of that happening are.
Absolutely, and that's exactly why I do what I do. I broadcast it all. I bring you all along for the journey because all of our collective energy and attention that goes into dealing with plastic waste is just funneled. I'm just a vessel. I'm just the one that's putting it together, but it's all of our beliefs together that's making this ultimately happen.
Yeah, man. Keep up the good work.
Thank you, man. Much respect and love to you. I appreciate your support so much.
Take care.
All right, we're going to land 2 more people for the night. And then, guys, remember, we're going to be welding on the manway tomorrow live. So make sure you're there. live. You know, we always do our live Q&As every night. So everybody that didn't make it in tonight, you'll definitely be able to make it in tomorrow. Waffle on the Twitch said, when do you think you'll finish the version of the machine? I did answer that. Do you think your machine at this point will start powering itself? Yes. We're going to run the machine off of generators. I want the machine to produce enough gas to run the generators themselves to run the machine. Well, if you add some solar panels, that'll be even better. That'd be even better. Because this, you know, microwaves run off of electricity, so we can power it off of anything that makes electricity. Amazon started in their garage, so many big... Exactly, because some people are like, if scientists been working on pyrolysis for years and they have all these tools and they haven't come up with this or they haven't done it this way, who are you to say you came up with this innovation this way in your own backyard? And I'm like, well, I literally did, because if I did it and somebody else did before me, I wouldn't have been able to file a patent, right? But, you know, that's the issue with the world we live in. People limit themselves in their own mind. People think that unless you have $1 million of lab equipment or you have a certificate or a degree, you can't do anything, and that's not true. You just have to try. That's the key. You have to get out there. You have to take the risk. You have to go out there and do it. That's the key. It's a risk. It's entrepreneur. I was mad, laggy outside. I was, man. I was, and I don't know what's up with that, but what's up? Hey, what's your question?
My question is, what made you want to start doing all this stuff?
Man, listen, I was just tired of all the talk about the problems, man. And nobody was offering a solution, you know? I mean, you gotta think about how many things in this world end up that way. You know, they like just try to blame us and always just push these problems in our face. It's like, when are we actually gonna hear about what the solution is? Because we knew about the plastic crown forever, but it was like, who was doing anything about it, right? And I'm like, I'm gonna do it myself.
Wait, what age were you?
I was 18.
18. You always been into this kind of stuff?
Well, I always been into building things, but I haven't always been into, you know, this type of technology until pretty recently. But in terms of building things with my hands, I always was into that. So when I figured out that this was a thing and I had to build it myself, it was no issue. So I'm like, I always been building things.
Hey, no, it's dope, man. I know you're going to be big. I know you're going to do great things in this world, and I appreciate it. That's what I'm telling you, you know. Keep pushing.
For sure, man. Hey, much love to you, man. I appreciate your support, brother.
Much love, bro.
Much love and peace, always. All right, let's let in this guy on Discord, and then that'll be it for the night. How did you learn the engineering? I just Googled it. What's up?
So is this all on your own, or do you have somebody else helping you, or do you have some kind of partner?
I've been doing it all on my own.
Really?
Yep.
That's actually really impressive. Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, look, here's the thing. Once again, going back to what I was saying earlier, we have to remember that the only thing that limits us is our own minds, truly. That's it. You know, how old are you?
I'm 15.
You're 15. Look, I started this when I was 18. You could start something right now when you're 15. You could start something when you're 16, 17, 18 yourself. Just remember this. This is the best advice I can give you. Just remember that there's nothing you can't do with your mind. It's your mind. It's all where your mind is at. All right. So don't give yourself any limitations. And most importantly, don't let anybody force their limitations on you. Because if you try to start something where you're breaking out of your limitations, it'll make people around you uncomfortable that are limited themselves, right? They're going to try to tell you, you can't do that. You don't have this. You don't have that. You don't have a partner. You don't have somebody else working on this with you. So you can't do it. But all I'm telling you is, you know, I believe that you watching this and being in here and coming up here and asking a question is an amazing sign that you're a very intelligent person and that, you know, you have the potential to do amazing things for this earth. And I truly believe you will. But you got to remember that you are the only thing that can stop you. And you're also the only thing that will give you the fuel to do it.
Okay, well, thank you for that. I really needed that.
For sure, you got this, man. You got this. You take care and stay blessed.
So that's all I want.
Okay, I'll let you in because you're the last guy here on the Discord, and that'll be it for the night.
Yo,
what's up?
What's up, man? Love what you're doing. And my question was, How have you got any leeway on the jet engine yet?
No, unfortunately, not yet on the jet engine.
Okay. Well, some background on me. I work with experimental aircraft from 22, but not that much older than you. And so I had a couple suggestions.
Yeah.
So to not break the bank, I would suggest doing a pulse jet build.
Mm-hmm.
It's no moving parts, and as long as you can turn your plastic gasoline into a vapor, if it works with a pulse jet engine, I can guarantee you it's going to work with a gas turbine engine, something more sophisticated. But
you know, there was a time we were going through on a live stream together. We were looking into building some engines because I was like, you know what, I might just build one. We went on eBay and we saw they make these little mini jet engines you can get too. Like they're meant for like little RCs or something.
Yeah. If you need any help on that front, or if you're trying to design your own engine, in case, because I've done the same thing, where I've done small gas turbine engines, and it gets expensive really quick.
Yeah.
So, if you need any pointers, I've designed my own. I have my own channel. I mainly work with rockets right now, but yeah, man, if you need any,
okay, yeah, I'll send you a friend request. Yeah, man. I really appreciate the help on that because yeah, we definitely want to do that because you know we ran the gasoline engines, we run the diesel engines, and now we got to run a jet engine just by nature of it to prove that works too. So I'll send you a friend request, man. I appreciate it. Thank you for coming up here and giving me that advice there.
By the way, my handle is Stealth Boombox on Instagram. I found you there. So
for sure, man.
Just in case, if I drop anything there, it'll probably be sometime in the future.
Okay, sounds good, man.
I do DIY projects like this too.
Oh, well, you know all about it. And once again, thank you so much, man. You stay blessed. I'll send you a friend request on Discord.
You too, man.
All right. Let's see. There we go.